going to be a first impressions get ready with me on the Colourpop Baroque Pressed Powder palette from the Into Bloom collection. This palette was sent to me from Debbie. She actually ordered a couple of palettes from Colourpop, tried them out, and said that she didn't really like them. So I commented on one of her lives saying, if you don't like this palette, because I think she's keeping the Lizzie McGuire one, because me and her both went through the website and we tried to pick out a couple palettes for her that I would think she would like, because she wanted to give Colourpop another chance. Because we talk all the time, so she was like, I might be interested in their formula still. So she tried it. She ended up not liking it, so she sent me the Baroque palette. I've always been wanting to try this palette. I do have the Ornate palette, but, you know, I've been getting a ton of palettes this year. So this is actually, I think, my 5th Colourpop palette already this year. Because I got the Ornate in February, which is from this collection. Then I got the Lizzie McGuire, the Bambi, the Powerpuff Girls one, and the Malibu Barbie. So that's already 5 palettes. And I also ordered the Tinkerbell palette. So that's already like 6 palettes from Colourpop. So we got to slow down a little bit. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the Ornate, and then this one. This is number 6 actually. So let's just jump into it. I was going to wait to use this palette like next month because I feel like it's a very cool tone, like fall kind of color story. But I'm kind of really curious to try it out to see if I still love this collection. And I really love the Ornate palette. That was my number 1 palette that I tried this year when I ranked my all of my palettes. But I'm going to try this out today because I'm really, really interested and intrigued on how it works on me. So let's just go ahead and get started. So I think I'm going to use all of the matte shades in here because they look really, really pretty. So the first shade I'm going to go into is this like grayish tone color called Bebe. Bebe. It's like, where I used to work. That's what, Bebe. That's what it reminds me of, obviously. So for my eye primer, I went in with the Urban Decay Original Primer Potion. And then I used my Dewdrop Lip Oil from Colourpop. Love it. I use it every single day. And then for my, to set my eyes, I used my Wet n Wild Pressed Powder. And now we're going to go into the palette. So I'm going to take Bebe first. That is very pigmented. And I'm going to go in with that shade. I'm just going to start by building this up. I kind of don't want my eyeshadow to be too pigmented today, because I'm just going to my boyfriend's house, so like I don't need the colors to be like super pigmented, but I want to see if these build up more than how they looked on Debbie, because I just feel like the formula just doesn't work for her, like, which I understand, like the formula doesn't have to work for everybody. So let me just see. Just some Poshmark. So anyway, how are you guys doing? I haven't filmed in a couple days. There have been a ton of videos that I've been wanting to post, so I just have been trying to keep up with posting them so I don't get too backed up of having too many videos to post. So I'm pretty caught up now. I think I only have 2 other videos that I need to get up soon, but I'm probably just going to get those up next month. And this video you probably won't see for a little while anyway, because I probably won't share this palette until I haul everything that I've gotten this past month. So, I mean, I did do a haul like last month. Why is this brush like so patchy today? I don't know why. But it is building up the shadow pretty nice. The brush is just a little bit damp, so it's a little bit harder to work this in, because I did, you know, spray it with my Ulta brush cleaner last night, so it's just a little bit harder to blend the shadow. But I still love this brush. So anyway, I haven't hauled anything since, Well, I did do a clothing haul, and I did get a couple of things in that haul, makeup-wise, but I haven't been, I mean, I guess, like, the past 2 weeks, I have been buying more makeup, so you guys will see what I got next month, but it's not as big as the last haul I just had, but I still have 3 eyeshadow palettes in it, so, yeah. I don't understand, but whatever. So for the next shade, I'm gonna use the shade Summer to, oh, Stunner. I'm like, it's not called Summer. I was like, this isn't a summer palette, so I was like, it wouldn't be called Summer. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I don't really exactly think of cool tone grays as a summer palette. So I'm just going to use that and build it up. I really think it's because I tried to clean off these brushes last night and they're kind of still stiff. So I'm just going to work that in my crease. Let me use it on this side. I am pretty tired today though, so like I'm kind of just slapping these shades on. So I did go to the beach yesterday with my friends and it was so much fun. But holy crap, the beach is tiring. I always forget how tiring it actually is being in the water and stuff. Like, but it was fun. Oh, it was so much fun. And that was definitely my workout yesterday. So I haven't really worked out a ton this week. But going to the beach and being in the water for a little while, it's definitely a workout. So that was really nice. It was so much fun. Why is it only when I film that's when I get like a ton of notifications on my phone? Drives me bonkers. All right, so for the outer corners, I'm going to use this like dark toned brown shade called Lounge. I'm going to put that on my outer corners. Very, very pigmented. Wow. Picks up really nice. So far, I'm not really having any issues building these up and making them darker. So I don't know why they always look so dark on, so light on Debbie, but I don't know. I mean, these are building up really nice. So I'm just going to apply it on this side as well. It's been a very long week. I'm pretty tired, but I did get some downtime Thursday night and last night after the beach. But I'm still kind of tired today. I mean, it's like a really gloomy, partly cloudy day today, and it's only like 70 degrees. And part of me just wants to stay home, but I'm just seeing my boyfriend today, so it's not really like that tiring. Okay, so just like that. That's a really nice shade too. So far, I'm really liking this palette. Okay, and then I'm just going to put my glitter glue on, and then we're going to do the lid. Okay, and then, sorry, my eye's like bothering me a little bit. So for the lid shade, I don't know if I want to use Ritzy or Noble. Let's swatch them. There's not really too many true shimmers in this palette. There's only like 3, but that was the same thing with, I could just use Ritzy on the inner corners. So I think I'm going to use Noble on the lid, even though I was really drawn to use Ritzy today. I want to use as many shades as I can, so we're going to use Noble. Ooh, that is really pretty. I love how these are like duochrome, like shifty grayish tones. Like I don't have anything like these shades in my collection, really. The only ones I can think of are like my Makeup Geek duochromes. But none of those are really like this kind of color. This one kind of reminds me actually of Glass Bowl from Colourpop. It's very similar. It's just a little bit more deeper toned. Yeah, that is pretty. I like that. And I did desanitize the palette after Debbie sent it to me. She said she didn't want to desanitize it because it changes the formula, and I'm like, that's totally fine. I'll just desanitize it. It's not a big deal. I have the spray and everything. And I don't think it's really performing any differently at all. I think it's performing just fine. So I'm just going to finish applying that. That looks so pretty. Oh my god, I really like this palette. Sorry, Debbie, but I actually really enjoy it. So that is that. And then for the brow bone, I'm going to use the shade Bougie right here. Is it Bougie? I love how it's called Bougie. That is so funny. And I'm going to take that and put it on my brow bone. I don't know how dark this is going to be, but hopefully... Ooh, I like that, actually. That's really a really interesting shade. That is so much shadow. Holy crap. Just like flying everywhere. But that's very interesting on my brow bone. It's kind of similar to like the matte colors that are in the Kat Von D Metal Matte Palette. But it's like a grayish white. It's such a pretty unique color, but these colors kind of remind me of what's in the Melt Waiting Room palette as well. I could kind of achieve the same look with, well, I mean, the colors are similar, but they're not like exactly the same, but like that white just reminded me of that palette. Okay, so I'm going to just clean up the crease a little bit and then we'll work on the face. Okay, so now we're gonna jump into the face. So I'm just gonna, of course, spray with my MAC Prep and Prime. I'm almost done with this guy. I love this stuff, so. And then for my face, I'm gonna use the NYX Marshmallow Primer. I haven't used this in a couple days because I've been trying to concentrate on using up my Pretty Fresh primer because I don't really use this too much after the summertime, but I'm probably going to use it a ton. So yeah, I'm just going to use this. I love how this stuff smells. It smells so damn good. I mean, you're not supposed to use that many scented products on your face pretty much at all, but this just makes it so, like, when something has like a pleasant smell to it and it's not like headachy or chemically when you're using makeup, it just makes you like happy to use it, you know? I don't know. I mean, scent is like a huge thing for our brains to like, it's like one of our strongest senses. So, okay, so for my foundation, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation, the Dewy one, because I actually haven't used this in I don't even know how long, maybe like a month or two. I just have ended up not reaching for this anymore, so I decided to whip it out and use it today. I actually love this foundation, so I need to use it more often. I love this one way more than the matte version. I just absolutely hate the applicator. It's just like makes it so difficult to use. I freaking hate it. I need to like put it on the back of my hand or something and maybe use a sponge to apply it because it drives me crazy. Or I could just do this because that's usually how I apply my foundations. Yeah, that's definitely better. Okay. God, I really did get that on my lips. Okay, let's just blend that out. I think I need to get a new set of the Colourpop sponges. I think they're starting to get hard on me. So they're not really like blending the foundation as well anymore. And I think they're getting old at this point, but I don't know, I'm kind of like a bit annoyed with Colourpop lately. I really want to make a video about like what's up with Colourpop and kind of like express a lot of thoughts that I have about the brand. Not that I'm gonna stop buying from them because I know that's probably never gonna happen, but there are some things that are just irking me, and there's also some things that I definitely feel like have changed about the brand for the past year. And a lot of people have been noticing that as well. So I kind of really just want to make a video about it. So, um, but I'll just say this in this video now, that I ordered the Colourpop mystery box like a week and a half ago, like literally the day that they came out. And I ordered the Tinkerbell collection the day it came out. And I was emailing Colourpop asking them after like a week after I ordered the mystery box that it hadn't shipped out yet. So I just wanted to get an update on like where it was. And they said, we're working very hard on your order, standard message that you usually get. And then there was a customer service member that reached out to me and said, we're very sorry for the delay. We're working on it and we'll let you know when it gets shipped out. I did not get a notification or email from her saying that it shipped out, which is fine. Like, obviously, I can check my email and see when it gets shipped out. Like, I don't really need them to message me that. Like, it's not really a big deal. But the thing is that when you email me and say, COVID has really, made us have delays and staffing issues, and we are really taking the safety of our employees into consideration, and we really have changed our safety protocols and all of that, and that's why it's causing a delay in orders. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I totally understand that. I'm not trying to be insensitive or not understand that obviously COVID has been affecting pretty much everything. But the thing is that when I got that email 2 days ago, right before the Tinkerbell collection launched, I ordered the Tinkerbell products that I wanted. Literally, those products shipped out the next day. The next day. I'm like, they shipped out in less than 24 hours of ordering them. But my mystery box didn't ship out until 7 o'clock that night on that day, and had been like a week and a half of processing. I'm like, I just thought it was a little weird. Like, so I just kind of feel like they were sending this generic message to a lot of people saying, COVID is affecting this, this, and this. And I totally understand. But the fact is that Colourpop is not like a small little company anymore. They are a big company now. So there are probably, yes, a ton of things that are affecting things that go on behind the scenes. I understand that. But why is it that that the Tinkerbell collection went out a day after? I think that they were having a lot of issues with the mystery boxes going out. That's probably why they tried to get the Tinkerbell orders out as fast as possible. But it's like, why would you say you're having issues like with, COVID and everything, which again, I get it. And then the Tinkerbell orders go out the day after they're launched. So that's what I think is a little bit weird. So the whole thing that I have an issue with is that I am a very good paying customer of Colourpop. You guys obviously know that. I love that they're my favorite brand. Everybody has a favorite brand. Mine just so happens to be Colourpop. And I buy from them at least 2 to 3 times every couple of months, maybe 2 times in 1 month if there's really things I'm interested in. There are a couple of months where I don't order from them because they're releasing boring ass products. But the past couple of launches have been really boring. But the Tinkerbell collection was the first thing I was interested in since the Powerpuff Girls collection. So I'm making them a lot of money. So the fact that you say, oh, I really don't want to call him right now. I'll call him soon. I'm filming right now. So let me just set my under eyes. I just used the coinciding Wet n Wild's concealer to conceal, obviously. And then to set my under eyes, I'm going to use my Becca powder. My face feels a little bit itchy. I don't know if it's because of the sponge, because, like I said, it is getting a little bit hard on me. But yeah, it's just a little bit shady to me, because why is it that like a small indie company like Lethal Cosmetics can get my order to me literally almost a month before they told me it was supposed to get here? But Colourpop, that's like this huge company, is still using COVID as an excuse. That's what I don't like. Like, again, I totally get COVID has affected everything, but you can't use it as an excuse from everything when you're a huge company that could get out orders probably 10 times faster than these indie brands. But the indie brands care a lot more. And Colourpop is just concerned about making money, which I understand. The end goal of a business is to make money. That's what I don't have an issue about. But the fact is that you're going to use COVID as an excuse. I don't really like that. So, yeah, but whatever. So anyway, I'm just going to set my face real quick. Just use my Colourpop Pretty Fresh spray. And just give me a second. So I just primed my lashes. Dropping grapes everywhere. I did grab a snack, but that is really annoying. I'm just going to literally put some water on it because you can just wash off grapes that way. Ooh. Okay. So I just primed my lashes real quick with the L'Oreal Voluminous Primer. Then I'm going to go in with my mascara. I'm going to use the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Mascara. I haven't used this mascara in a little while, so I'm trying to rotate some products more because, you know, when you have this much friggin' makeup, you got to rotate your products as much as you can, so I'm going to go ahead and apply that. Sorry, my friend called me before. I'm supposed to go to his house tomorrow for a barbecue because his birthday was literally 2 days after mine, which is kind of crazy how close our birthdays are. And then my friend Sarah's birthday was yesterday, so we all have birthdays in the same, like, within the same week of August, so I think that's crazy, but yeah. So anyway, now I'm just going to use my brown liner from, not Colourpop, from Marc Jacobs. This has been like my go-to liner lately, so I'm just going to use it today, in the shade Earthquake. And I'm just going to apply that on my waterline. I don't really feel like smudging anything on the lower lash line because I feel like these colors are a little bit too dark. So it's okay. I actually have a gray liner that I should have used, but it's fine. I'm already putting this on. Oh my god, why isn't this applying the way I wanted to? Oy vey. I'm just going to finish applying it off camera. Okay, and then I just applied my Maybelline Lash Discovery Mascara on my lower lash line. I mean, my lower my bottom lashes. Jesus. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so that was my other friend that I mentioned before that I was supposed to go to his barbecue tomorrow. He actually just ended up canceling it for tomorrow, even though he canceled it last week because we had the hurricane last week, which wasn't even a hurricane, it was a rainstorm, but none of us wanted to go out there and risk like driving and stuff when we didn't know like how the storm was going to be, so we rescheduled it for tomorrow. And I had just so happened to be off this weekend too, but now he said he has to reschedule it for next weekend, which my other friends that I went to the beach with yesterday, she scheduled a barbecue for that Sunday too. So I don't know if I'm going to go to his barbecue or her barbecue. Her barbecue is right here in Huntington, like literally right across the street from my job. His is all the way in Long Beach, which is like 40 minutes away. So I don't know. I'll see which one I'm going to go to. But anyway, now I'm going to use the shade Ritzy. And I'm going to put that on my inner corners. Sorry. I always end up having to sneeze at least once while I'm doing my makeup. That is such a pretty inner corner shade. Wow, I really like that. That's so pretty. And I'm going to do the same over here. I think that this is a super shock shadow. So I'm just going to put that on my inner corners. And then I do have a new bronzer. But I don't know if I'm going to use it for this look today because I do want to use it in another video, but since I'm not going out tomorrow, I'm probably going to do a live. Well, I'm still going to go out. I'm just going to see my boyfriend instead. So I'll see him today, tomorrow, and Monday, so that kind of works out. Okay, so that's that. So far, I really like how this look turned out. It's really pretty. But I would like to hurry up and get out of here. So for my bronzer, let me just go grab it. Give me a second. So for my bronzer, I'm going to use my Colourpop Private Party bronzer. This is like my most cool tone bronzer in my collection. But it's not too cool toned that it looks like super ashy on me. It has a really nice undertone, so, and it's very pigmented. Oh my god. Kind of put a little bit too much. That's okay. Usually I just blend in my blush if my bronzer is like, you know, too pigmented. I just put the blush over it and it pretty much cancels out if my bronzer is too pigmented. So I'm just going to use that. But yeah, honestly, it's fine because I haven't spent too much time with Josh this past week, so I'm going to spend today and tomorrow with him, so that works out. Okay, so that's that. And then for my blush, I'm going to go in with an old trusty dusty. This is MAC's Warm Soul. I haven't used this. You know what? I kind of want to use a different MAC blush. Give me a second. So I'm going to use another trusty dusty, and I'm going to go in with MAC's Margin and a little bit of Harmony. These two like cooler tone blushes. I think they'll be really pretty with this look. Just want to move my water because it's in my way. Okay. Just want to finish my makeup so I can get out of here. I love how I pick up my mirror, but I don't really use it for when I do my blush, so. Oh, man, I haven't used MAC blushes in so long. Because I have so many damn blushes that I picked up this year that I just, like, have been kind of neglecting certain blushes, so I need to stop doing that. Okay, and then for my highlight, I'm just going to use what's in front of me. I'm going to use, I'm just getting tired already. I'm going to use Did I use this in a video? You know what? I think I used this in a video. Let me grab something else. Okay, so for my highlighter, I am going to use Vanilla Quartz from Becca. I just wanted to see if there was something else I wanted to use, and there's nothing else I want to use, so let's just go in with that. I mean, Becca highlighters are stunning, so this has like a beautiful, like yellowy gold shift to it. It's very similar to Moonstone, but it's still like, it's a very unique color. It's still different from Moonstone. I actually think this might be my favorite highlighter I've tried from Becca, because I've loved Champagne Pop for a long time, and I loved Opal and Moonstone, but like this is like such a unique color. It's just so beautiful on the skin. Okay, let me just check to see how that looks, because I need to get out of here. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay, and then for my lips, I'm going to use MAC Whirl. Do I want to use this today? Whatever. I am really hungry, so I want to leave because I'm starving. I'm actually kind of glad he canceled it so I don't have to drive all the way out there, because I have been doing quite a bit of driving this week. All right, I'm just going to finish applying it off camera. Okay, you guys, so this is the finished look. Here are the eyes, the cheeks, and the lips. So I really like how this look turned out with the Colourpop Baroque palette. I really think that the shades blended really nicely. They were pigmented, and I really like how this look turned out. Kind of deep and smoky today, which is what I wanted. And then all the other products I used weren't new or that new. They're just all like staple products that I love. I mostly just wanted to use the palette, and I really like how this look turned out. It's really pretty. So yeah, I love you guys. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram at CBW819, and check out my Poshmark at the same handle, CBW819. I love you guys. Bye.